The Source 2, sorry, hold on. Let me drink a cup of your coffee, man. Let me have a cup of coffee, man. Still really hot. It's like caramel. Anyways, what was I gonna say? The Source engine has a lot of nostalgia behind it for a lot of people, and that may influence discussion when talking about any Source engine game and the Source engine in general. But I think it's fair to say, I don't think it's too outlandish to say that the Source engine has a certain aesthetic to it. Even with completely different textures, even with completely different lighting, you could post an image that was made using the Source engine and be like, wow, this is a Source engine picture. Wow, this is so epic. I'm going to post this to the Source engine aesthetic twitter.com. It has a certain vibe to it that people all around the world really appreciate. And, I hate to be the bad guy. I hate to be the guy who brings the bad news to the people. But Source 2 does not have that. Now, because I'm an A-list celebrity, I have access to s&box, which means I have access to Source 2 in a way that you normal folks just don't have, alright? And from my personal own experience, I can tell you that Source 2 really doesn't have the same traits that made Source 1 epic. Now let's get some stuff clear first. Alright, I get that engines aren't necessarily supposed to have a specific look to them. They are engines after all, they're not games. And there are some Source games that don't look necessarily like Source games, and I understand that, okay? I get that. I'm not a freaking idiot. Okay? But there is kind of an expectation of continuity and cohesion when it comes to Source. Gold Source maybe less so, but I think Source games in general kind of had this disadvantage of looking samey. You could really tell when something was in the Source engine. I think Source 2 has more or less done away with that. I don't know if it's for the better, if it's for the worse, but you can't really look at a game anymore and say this is a Source 2 game. Wow. At least not like at least not like how you could with Source 1. I got it out there. Boom. Thank you. Now again, you could argue that I'm a big stupid idiot and that Source 2 is better because it doesn't look necessarily like anything, that you can make Source 2 look like whatever you want. And I would argue that actually you're an idiot and you're stupid and you are basically dumb. Look, there is an argument to be made that Source 2 not being samey is a good thing, that each game looking distinct and like it's come from a completely different engine is a good thing. But I would argue there's not. It's 2022. We have Unity. We have Unreal Engine 4 and 5 and fucking Godot engine. If Source 2 can just look like any other engine, then what is the point of using Source 2? I don't really understand that. Source 1 was used so extensively because it was easy to use and because it had a distinct look to it, and it was rewarding. You got this mess of an engine, and in return you get a cool looking game. But with Source 2, if it just looks like anything else, then why bother? I don't really understand that at all. Just use fucking Unity, man. I don't know what this video is. Listen, I'm just saying I don't really know what I'm saying. Bye.